The BJP-led NDA alliance has swept the Bihar elections. The Grand Alliance and Congress in particular have suffered a crushing defeat in the state. For Rahul Gandhi, this election is a serious setback, raises questions about his leadership and exposes deep weaknesses within the Congress and its ability to win elections. Successive defeats in elections have put a huge question mark on the grand old party's electoral future. Let's just break this down for you. Analysts saying the Congress party failed to connect with the voters at the grassroots level. The Grand Alliance struggled to present a unified front, with factionalism among partners weakening their message, the hesitation to fully back Tejasvi Yadav as the alliance's chief ministerial face factored in, while the vote theft charge against the BJP failed to strike a chord. Rahul Gandhi's Voter Adhikar Yatra, his long march in Bihar before the elections, may have created energy among the party workers, but that momentum failed to translate into votes. On the other hand, the NDA delivered a sweeping mandate. The BJP is set to emerge as the single largest party, while the RJD will lose its status as the largest party in the state. The NDA success cannot be attributed to a single factor. It's the result of strong social coalitions, sharp strategy, decisive leadership coming together at the right moment. The JDU's performance continues to assert one thing, that Nitish Kumar continues to dominate the political landscape in Bihar. His personal credibility and reliable vote bank proving that he has not been subsumed by the BJP, making him a key pillar of the NDA success. What also played out well for the JDU Supremo is the unprecedented surge in women voters. Nitish's long-term women-centric policies and rupees 10,000 direct assistance also paid off and perhaps led to the collapse of dynastic politics and new age challengers. Another key NDA ally, Chirag Paswan's party, made a strong show. It is currently leading in 6 seats and it has already won 13 seats. Now, this is a major turnaround from its performance in the 2020 Assembly election, when it won only 1 seat. Back then, it did not fight the election with the NDA. And with the final numbers yet to be disclosed by India's poll body, celebrations erupted early at the BJP headquarters in New Delhi. The excitement among the cadres went electric when Prime Minister Modi made a high-energy entry.
Narendra Modi! Narendra Modi! Narendra Modi! Narendra Modi! दोनों हाथ उठा के नरेंद्र मोदी! नरेंद्र मोदी! नरेंद्र मोदी! नरेंद्र मोदी! रिसीव किए हैं 4 सीटें जो आई है, ये ऐतिहासिक है। अब यह इसलिए हुआ है कि मोदी है तो नरेंद्र मोदी! नरेंद्र मोदी! नरेंद्र मोदी!
Waving a gamcha, which is a traditional cloth in Bihar, the Prime Minister-led BJP-led the NDA's landslide victory in Bihar. Those images from earlier in the evening. And in that victory speech, Prime Minister Modi vowed that the years of Jungle Raj will never return to Bihar. Listen to this.
Modi, Narendra Modi, 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 Modi. बिहार के चुनाव में जब मैं जंगल राज की बात करता था, कट्टा सरकार की बात करता था, तो आरजेडी के लोग कभी विरोध नहीं करते थे, लेकिन कांग्रेस वालों को बहुत चुभता था और बहुत मोदी क्या बोल रहे हैं, ऐसा क्या बोल रहे हैं। लेकिन आज मैं फिर कहना चाहता हूं, मैं कहूंगा अब वापस नहीं आएगी कट्टा सरकार, अब वापस नहीं आएगी, अब वापस नहीं आएगी, अब वापस नहीं आएगी। साथियों, बिहार के लोगों ने विकसित बिहार के लिए मतदान किया है।
And the Prime Minister also said that the Ganga flows from Bihar to Bengal. Bihar has paved the way for the BJP's victory in Bengal, will remove Jungle Raj from West Bengal as well. And the key takeaways now from that historic mandate. Congress remains the weak link. Nitish Kumar's vote bank holding strong. Voters' faith in the NDA's governance remains high, despite opposition attempts to challenge it. In fact, the Bihar election results sending out a clear message. Unified strategy, strong leadership, and development-oriented governance can crush the opposition efforts, while division, hesitation, missed strategy can lead to crushing defeats. For Rahul Gandhi and the Congress, this is a moment of reflection. For the NDA and Nitish Kumar, it's a landslide victory. Our next story is about the Miss Universe contest. A different kind of a battle is unfolding. There are days to go for the finals, but a lot is brewing already. Remember earlier we told you how several contestants had staged a walkout. Basically, a lot happened at a pre-pageant event. The man who owns the franchise in Thailand and is hosting this year's contest publicly confronted Miss Universe Mexico 2025. And several contestants, including the reigning Miss Universe, walked out in solidarity with Miss Universe Mexico 2025. Chaos, controversy, drama, a string of questions followed. Now there's another battle within, reportedly. This report talks about a contest playing out not among the contestants to win, but a clash reportedly between two men. That's right, not a contest among the women, but between two men. What's brewing? Reportedly, this clash is between the president of the Miss Universe organization. He is a Mexican businessman. And who is the other one? Reportedly, the man who owns the franchise in Thailand and is hosting this year's contest is on the other side, the one we just told you about. In case you're not aware, the Miss Universe organization is the body that owns and operates that global pageant. But what really is this about? They reportedly have differing visions. To put it simply, it's reportedly a clash between tradition and so-called TikTok commerce. Not just that, clearly there's a lot happening behind the scenes or behind the stage, shall we say. In fact, earlier, following that controversy at the pre-pageant event, the head of the Miss Universe organization reportedly accused the Miss Thailand director of having a constant desire to be the center of attention, adding that the only ones who should shine are the delegates who represent each of their countries with dignity. So all is clearly not well. Here's a question for you as well. What do you think about the purpose of such beauty contests in this day and age? Where do you stand in that debate? And if you haven't given it some thought already, that's some food for thought for you over the weekend. Tensions between Pakistan and Afghanistan are hitting a boiling point. The two neighbors now standing on the edge of yet another potential conflict, a showdown brewing along one of the most volatile borders on the planet. Islamabad is drawing a unilateral red line, threatening military force to impose a crucial buffer zone. Special assistant to the Pakistani Prime Minister, in fact, confirmed the move. He revealed that Pakistan had already broached the explosive subject with the Afghan Taliban during recent talks. The message was unambiguous. If the Afghan regime fails to agree to the zone, Pakistan's armed forces are ready to unilaterally impose the mandate. The 2,640-kilometer Afghanistan-Pakistan border, known as the Durand Line, remains a deep wound. Afghanistan, remember, refuses to recognize it, viewing it as an artificial divide, slicing through Pashtun tribes. Now, Pakistan wants to go beyond the Durand Line and grab land inside Afghan territory, a move which has clearly angered the Taliban rulers of Afghanistan. Afghan Foreign Minister, in fact, says Pakistan should stop blaming Kabul for its problems and asks Islamabad to put its house in order, while accusing its neighbor of violating Afghanistan's sovereignty. Pakistan's government now claims it arrested 4 militants, including one who confessed. Pakistan's government says the network was handled and guided at every step by the high command based in Afghanistan. And this comes after a suicide bombing outside a court in Islamabad shredded the calm, killing 12 and injuring 27 earlier this week. It's interesting to note here that the Afghan Taliban swiftly condemned the Islamabad attack. Both nations are desperately trying to extend a fragile truce established in October after decades of violent cross-border attacks that killed scores earlier, 3 rounds of peace talks, but the latest one ending in early November in Istanbul made scant progress. In fact, mistrust running deep as negotiations stagnate. Now, as the accusations fly and forces mobilize, the question still is the region about to witness another cross-border conflict? Over the past year, you've probably heard of the appetite-regulating hormone made famous by weight loss drugs like Ozempic and others. These drugs have taken the world by storm, with millions now relying on them to manage their weight and control cravings. But now, 2 neuroscientists from London are reportedly offering a natural alternative, and it could perhaps transform the way we think about appetite control. For over a decade now, Dr. Madusha and Dr. Ruby Akhtar have been researching the intricate relationship between the gut and the brain and how this connection affects our hunger. Their work led to a groundbreaking discovery about a little-known hormone, which they claim could be even more effective than the hormone that the drugs focus on, unlike GLP-1, which is primarily involved in regulating insulin. This one works directly to reduce hunger and make us feel full for longer. In fact, they argue that it is even more powerful when it comes to suppressing appetite. While pharmaceutical companies have been synthesizing GLP-1 for decades, no one has yet figured out how to replicate the latest hormone, and that's where their innovation comes in. They have developed a capsule. It is designed to stimulate the gut's L cells, which basically release this hormone. The unique part of their discovery is that it targets those cells in the lower bowel. It's the same reason where a region where the hormone is naturally produced, by using a special coating that ensures that the capsule does not dissolve until it reaches the right spot. In fact, this breakthrough delivery system could help activate the L cells to release the hormone naturally, promoting feelings of fullness without the need for synthetic hormones or injections, perhaps. And there's more. This research suggests that the hormone remains in the body for up to 6 hours, ensuring a long-lasting effect on appetite, while GLP-1 only stays in the system for about 5 minutes, reportedly. They face a challenge, though. Modern diets filled with ultra-processed foods often don't provide the nutrients required to activate these cells. A 12-week supply costs over £500, about the same price as a 2-month course of weight loss injections. Experts are cautiously optimistic. While the science is innovative, could offer a natural alternative to synthetic weight loss treatments, many are still skeptical over whether it can match the weight loss effects of the higher dose drugs. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.